Hi, I'm Nishi.
And today we're going to answer some frequently asked questions from the internet about psychologists. And we're also going to do something interesting in the end. Alright, so let's begin.
Okay.
What psychologist? What is psychologist versus psychiatrist? It's a deadly match. No. So, psychologists are people who help you with your mental health, mental illness. They can be in schools, anywhere, clinics, work for NGOs. Psychiatrists are the same, but they have an MBBS. That is basically they are allowed to prescribe medication.
Correct.
Fancy. What does a psychologist do?
Oh, there are certain therapies, assessments that the psychologists do to their clients, whereas they help them to
We do a whole lot of things.
give them a direction towards what they have a difficulty with or anything. So we give them a way, or we try and make them think about what can be done to solve their own problems.
We do a lot of things to help you guys. We don't get anything for it. What does psychologist study? We study psychology.
We study brain.
We study psychology, the human behavior, things pertaining to that. What does psychologist help with? Your well-being, you being happy, you dealing with your issues.
Mental illness also.
Yeah, we help you with mental illness, mental health. We help you with practically everything. Sort of. Conditions provided. What can an educational psychologist diagnose? Well, that depends where you are. Where you are an educational psychologist. Generally, an educational psychologist would assess your child basically, for learning disabilities or
ADHD,
autism, things like that. They would do a screening test. Some educational psychologists don't do those things. They only help you with education, career.
Or talking to teachers about what problem the child is facing and stuff like that.
So it depends where you are, what the whole scene of psychology and psychologists is really. What can a clinical psychologist do? Well, they can diagnose you.
They can treat you.
They can treat you. They can diagnose you. They can do everything except prescribe medication. What can a forensic psychologist do? A forensic psychologist can profile a criminal, can help with investigations, can help with
understanding the person's behavior.
Yes, help with handwriting identification, help with court witnessing. So they can do a whole lot of things that is needed in a forensic setting. What will a psychologist ask me? We ask you a whole lot of things.
About you, basically. So your childhood experiences until today, how have you been doing? How is your relationship with your parents, your siblings, or your neighbors? It can be anything. So it's a lot more detailed questioning about yourself, about you.
We give you all the attention, everything, 100%. It's like it's all about you. What will a psychologist do for me? We do whatever we can, whatever we're ethically allowed to do, which is not a lot, but we help you in a way where you can have a better mindset, have a better lifestyle, have a better well-being status, basically. We can do, that's what we can do. We can help you in certain ways, more often than not. Why psychologists? Why can't psychologists prescribe medication? because psychiatrists took that from us.
True.
Because we don't do MBBS. We don't study medicine. We stop at the level.
We are applied science,
Yeah.
whereas they are completely into medication, and we do lot more about counseling and
Research.
therapies.
We kind of research you in a way, trial and error stuff. Not. Why are psychologists crazy? We've seen a lot.
We're not crazy. If we go crazy, we try to seek help from someone.
Are we
Not really.
Are we? Maybe. That's for us to know and for you to find out, really. Why should psychologists prescribe medication? I don't think we should. I think we should leave that off to the
Psychiatrists.
psychiatrists. Yeah, we don't know anything about it, we shouldn't do it. We know the names of medications, sort of. Like we know under what they fall.
Yeah.
But we don't prescribe them, and I don't think we should.
Like we don't know the actual dosage
Yeah,
to be given.
we might kill you.
Yeah, probably.
Why should psychologists understand the brain? Because that's where everything happens, and that's where
Neurology.
we work.
Yes.
Like we're not neurologists, but we need to understand a little bit of the brain. Like we don't need
what
to know
functions, how,
Exactly.
and then why do you feel, or whatever you go through, why
does it
everything related to brain and not related to heart.
So we don't need to know the sections of the brain, which nerve goes where. We just need to know what happens where, how does it happen, what happens in this, just to make you know, like just to inform you. It's not really, doesn't really help with anything, does it?
No.
Yeah, I don't know why we need to know the brain. Why psychologists study animals? Because we
Research.
do a little research. So what happens is we study animals' behaviors, and we think it is like we kind of associate it to human behavior. So it's like many of the scientists have done and come up with amazing research and amazing theories based off of research from animals. It's banned now, obviously. I mean, what's banned is the whole
Crucial part of,
Cruelty.
Cruelty, basically.
cruelty towards animals. So we don't do that anymore. We don't do the whole cruelty, no electro.
There are certain acts for it, and also there are certain methods that you have to do the procedures of how to conduct.
What we do is probably just watch how they listen to us, maybe. Tell them go there, see if they go there. That's probably the base of it. I don't know. That's it. Next.
Okay.
You want to do this?
Okay. So, how do psychologists measure intelligence?
So IQ is equal to your your
Mental age.
mental age. I wasn't getting the word mental. Your mental age upon chronological age.
Into 100.
100. So your mental age, your chronological age is basically your age. Your birth date, your age, and mental age is what we get through you answering some tests and things like that. We just calculate.
The intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's just a number.
Okay, how psychologists do research.
We come up with a topic, we write down a bunch of things, we decide whether it makes sense or not. Then we go see if someone else has done the same thing. If they've not done the same thing, we're screwed. So what we do is we work extra. But if someone else done it, then we just read what they've done, think of something that will work against or for that, and come up with some things. No, that's not really how we do it. There's a lot more that goes in it. but yeah, what we do is we do come up with a topic.
Yeah, we do come up with a topic which is not which is like, our curiosity towards something, and we want to explore that area.
Exactly.
So it can be related to anything. For example, you want to know about your particular village well-being. So you conduct some kind of research and you find out the details about.
So there's a lot of research already done on well-being, but not maybe in your village. So you're doing something new for the community, for the field of psychology. It's just not entirely new. Like, there are very few things left to explore, but still a lot more things left to explore. And we just do it that way. We just find a research topic and we just talk about it and write about it.
Okay. Now, how psychologists diagnose depression?
We have
to meet you first to
Yeah.
understand
No,
that.
we basically have a book, 2 books. There are manuals, and in those books
We have certain symptoms.
criteria
Yes.
that you need to fall under, that you need to have in order to have depression, or need to be eligible to have depression, basically. So based on those books, there have been like scoring systems and screening tests that have been made. We just follow one of them. Those are questions. We ask you those questions. You answer to the best of your knowledge and truthfully. And then we tell you whether you're depressed or not. But obviously we take into consideration your social environment, your family, your everything else. It's not just a test. It's everything else. So even if a test says that you're moderately depressed or you're mildly depressed, it takes into consideration everything else. So yeah.
Okay. How psychologists work? We work on the basis of assessments, tests.
I don't understand this question.
But that's how it works, right? We actually diagnose, then we assess, and we come up with the treatments that the client needs. So that is how I would see this question as though.
We work like every other person. We have a desk, we have a chair, we don't have a couch.
Oh yeah.
We do not.
And we do not conduct in our houses. We have like a special room for it.
We do not have a couch. And the client doesn't sleep on it. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
How psychologists
Help
patients.
Okay. I think it's kind of a repetitive question. So it's
how do we help them? We help them however they want us to help them. Different clients come with different things that they want. That's the reason they're there. So we help them to the best of our ability, however we can. But it's all up to the client really. At the end of the day, if the client
is not happy, then
is not happy,
we can't
really do much to that point, because we have 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour with the client, and that's all we have maybe in a week or maybe in 2 weeks. So the client has to do things himself, and if he's not, or he or she doesn't want to or cannot do it, then we cannot help them. Tough.
Okay, wait, we have
There's one more. Alright, when psychologist?
This is when. Okay, so when to see a psychologist. Okay. When to see a psychologist, you need to.
When you
cannot take you cannot deal with your problems, or you don't know how to cope with it better. That is when you have to see a psychologist, so that they can help you professionally and also use a lot of therapies. Try to understand you better and make you understand how do you go with so and so issues. Give you like a direction to it, and that's how they can help you. Second question.
Where did that go? When
do you become a psychologist?
When you
Graduation?
When you finish that
Post-graduation?
level of education.
Yeah.
When you get the necessary education that is needed to become a psychologist. When you finish maybe a little bit of training that is needed, you become a psychologist.
Yeah, it also depends from
What kind of psychologist you want to become. Because there's a lot, so you can't really say, I'm a psychologist. I mean, you can say you're a psychologist, but you need to finish that level of education. Finish at least a year or a year and a half, 2 years of experience. And then say you're a psychologist.
Okay, so
Last.
when
Psychologists get it wrong? All the time. We get it wrong most of the time because
we are humans.
we're humans, and when a client comes to us, sometimes all we have is a piece of paper in which they've written their problem, like anxiety. So we just assume it's anxiety, you know, and we just go off. We start off with that. So that's the first thing we get wrong because we don't know whether it's a really anxiety or it's not. So we wait, and then after another 2-3 sessions, then we know what the problem is. Things like that, and then maybe we get it right.
Yeah, also you need a lot of experience to go through with a lot of patients that way. So if you can try.
Yeah, that's how we get it wrong. Throw that out.
Done. Okay.
Alright, on to the next one. This! Oops!
Oopsie. Okay.
So this, so I found out things like questions, common questions and weird, awkward, stupid questions that people ask psychologists when they find out you're a psychologist. It could be clients, it could be common questions, it could be just anybody you meet. And I thought of printing it out and finding out what they are and how our reactions are going to be. I've not read them, so let's see. Okay, first is funny therapy room questions. So a teenage client asks, it's not really in your best interest to fix me. If I get better, I stop coming and you make less money. Then wouldn't be very smart, would it? Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't. but our job is to help you. So
you getting better is good for us actually.
Is it? Well, this teenage has a point, but that's our job. Next. What was wrong with the person who came in before me? Oh no.
Oh.
You can't ask me that.
That's confidential. Sorry. We cannot tell you that.
I mean,
sorry.
if imagine if the person after you asks us what was wrong with you.
Yeah, so how would you feel?
Exactly. So no. Would you like to come over for a family dinner? Then you could observe us all and see what I mean.
Oh, I like that idea, but no, we can't do that.
Boundaries. So that's where we draw the line. You see,
yes.
We don't enter family homes, workplaces. We're not your friends. We don't check you out on Facebook or Instagram. We
know our boundaries, that's all.
That's boundaries. The
Yep.
ethical stuff. No. we can't even hug you. No. From a child client. Do you live here?
No. We have a home, we have a family.
Well, it's a child, so
it's okay.
I'll let that go. From an adult client with autism. Could you please let me know ahead of time if you're going to get a haircut or dye your hair? I don't like change. Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah,
because
they're
people on the spectrum, they are very bad. Some of them are very bad with change. So it becomes difficult. It becomes very difficult for them. They don't understand change. So I understand that. From a child client with autism. Can you always wear green when I come, please? Oh.
Sure, why not?
Anything? Yeah. I'm okay to do counseling, but can we not talk about feelings?
That's the main part.
That's the point of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's counseling. You know, sometimes some of my clients come to me and they don't want to talk about their feelings. So, and it's just like one day off. You know, they just come one day and they just don't feel like talking at all. So we don't talk. We do other things. We draw, we paint, we play. If they're
That's
kids.
fair enough though.
Yeah, we play. We talk about other things. We talk about music or their favorite pet, or anything else.
But that ultimately
Leads
goes
to, yeah, it kind of circles around.
feelings.
That's the way we do it. It's manipulation. Does your husband think we might be having an affair?
No. I hope he trusts me. We don't get married.
First of all, boundaries. Second of all, what? Hope he trusts me. We can't. No.
He wouldn't.
I don't have any words. Do I have to lay down on the couch? Again, we don't have couches. Next question. Can I steal your therapy cat?
Oh, okay.
Next question. No. If you do have therapy pets, cats or dogs or rabbits, they're usually there for people to either get used to the place or to get comfortable and less anxious, and just hold them when they are talking about things that are sensitive, vulnerable, and things that are difficult for them to talk about. So no, you cannot steal those. Next, annoying social questions. I wonder if you ever heard these. Let's see. Are you analyzing me right now?
Oh, I get that a lot though.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm thinking? No, we don't. I don't analyze you.
Your mind.
And I don't analyze you. You don't paint. I don't do that all the time. I only do that when I'm at the job. Like, if I need to.
Understand you, probably.
Yeah. Are you working out what's wrong with me? No. Because you're not paying me to do that. And if you are, then you come to my office and we will do that. I don't work out what's wrong with you, but not when I met you. No. Oh, you're a psychologist. What am I thinking right now?
I'm sorry, I can't read your mind.
I'm thinking you're stupid.
Okay. Next.
I have a friend who is struggling. Could you please give them a call? No.
No.
Tell them to call me.
Yep. Come to us.
We don't go
We'll
to you.
help you.
Yeah, we don't go to you. You come to us. We can't just knock on your door and be like, I'm getting
Do you
bad.
need help?
Yeah, or I'm getting bad aura from this house. I think something's wrong. Do you want to talk about it? No. You have to come to us. Otherwise, therapy doesn't work because.
If we come to you and you are not interested in getting treatment, then it doesn't work on you, and therefore you will still be unhappy.
Exactly.
And that doesn't work.
Yeah. After a deep and meaningful with a friend, okay, like a conversation, okay. So how much do I owe you?
Huh? I'm sorry.
You're my friend.
Okay.
After a deep and meaningful conversation with a friend,
Yeah.
how much do I owe you? Imagine.
How much you would earn by now?
I know a lot. You would earn a lot of money. I should have just asked them to give me money.
But we can't do that, okay? We cannot treat our own friends because of certain...
There is peer counseling, but that's what it is, peer counseling.
That's
They're
different.
peers.
Okay.
Other common questions. How on earth do you do your job? It's difficult. I understand the question.
Mm-hmm.
How can you do such a job? It's difficult to do it. But we do it. And it's nice. It's fulfilling. It's nice. At least for me, I like knowing that, someone came and talked to me and I'm helping them in a certain way. And it's really nice for me to hear them give me feedback at the end. You helped me through this and things like that. So it is fulfilling at the end of the day, but it is draining.
Yeah, also we need therapists. Yeah, but it's
moment of
something
silence.
nice. But it's still nice to talk to them and try and, they like you, as in the way the therapy is going on.
Yeah.
If they like it, so we feel better. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, we're rewarded with you being good and healthy and everything. What if this stuff gets to you? Do you talk to a psychologist too? Yes.
You do.
We have to. And like I said, that's also peer supervision and things like that. You know, people look out for you, so we have to talk to other psychologists at least for a few hours a year. You know, because it's draining, it's troublesome sometimes. So yeah, we have to. How do you not think about your clients when you get home? We do.
We do.
Yeah.
But we don't really get that. We try to
keep ourselves
away
from it. But we do. We sometimes do, honestly.
Yeah, because if the person is going through a lot of like problem, and we have been trying to help them, so maybe like for a better treatment, it's not like literally entirely that, but then we do.
No, we do it. We do think about it as a human perspective, like
like
and it's just another person's perspective. How are they doing, things like that, because we are with them for an hour. So if they came and told us suddenly that they want to end their lives, it will play on their minds.
Yep.
Yeah, so we do have to take any necessary measures if we think they're actually going to do it. If we need to inform authorities, friends and stuff. But even if after we do that, we still want to know what happened. Are they okay? So we do think about it.
Follow up. Okay.
Why do you have to take notes when I talk?
So that we remember better, or we can plan our treatments with you.
Yeah.
So that it's convenient for us as well as you.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes
we record also, but only if you are okay with it. Not just like.
And sometimes we do it because sometimes clients transfer from one professional to another, so they could move from me to her. So I will need to give those notes from me to her so that she knows what has been going on and things like that. If she's the client psychologist now. On rare cases also, if I need to go and talk about you in court.
Report?
In court.
Yep.
Yeah. Next question. Does it look like I've been crying? Is my mascara smudged? Well, it doesn't matter because we have tissues, we have water, we have bathroom, we can do whatever you want. You can cry how much ever you want. We don't judge. Next. If I tell you I broke the law, will you tell the cops? Well, no. No as in not if you have not if you've done something like drug use or things like that, drug use or theft. We don't tell that to the cops. But if you're in harm of yourself, or if you're in harm of someone else, then we do. We draw the line at killing. Only crazy people see shrinks. Do you think I'm crazy?
No. You're not.
You're not crazy, you're suffering.
Yeah.
You're just going through something. And that's why you're seeing me. People see us professionals or they seek help for whatever reason. It's not only because they think they're crazy. Oh, that was it. Those were the questions. If you have any other silly questions that people have asked you before as a psychologist, or if you have questions that you would like to ask us, ask us. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, and also like, share, subscribe our channel.
Yeah. And comment below on any questions you want to ask or anything you want to ask. Do follow us, do subscribe to us. Yeah. That's about it. We have more coming of these frequently asked questions, and we will be doing that maybe next time.
Also visit our website, olacounseling.com.
Yep.
Thank you.